to Seth Rollins about CM Punk wants the opportunity and Gunther probably wants the opportunity to get his WWE World Heavyweight Championship back and more. So tonight we're gonna see Rusev and Sheamus part three. We're gonna have the women's tag team champions there, and the show might have Becky Lynch will be there to talk about her victory over Ron Carrion. Who's gonna be her next opponent for the women's? Will be there. Okay, guys, we're gonna. Okay, guys, we're gonna review Monday Night Raw real quick. If you missed it, we had Seth Rollins. He came out. He talked about how he put a ruse over everybody, faking an injury. Then LA Knight came out saying that that he really um, the LA Knight said that um, Seth Rollins even fooled a whole bunch of people, that he really wanted to hurt Seth Rollins. Okay, um, that he wanted to hurt Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins said, "So you got guts, kid? You coming out here challenging me to a match?" He said, "You know how Seth?" He said, "So you wanted to be Seth Rollins and LA Knight tonight, right here in Brooklyn, New York." The crowd was getting like, "Yeah," and then Seth was like, "No," and and left the ring, and you know, Braun Breaker was like teasing LA Knight. So Adam Pearce came out, making a long story short, to set up the match with set up the match with them to Adam Pearce say, no, Seth, your doctors lied to my medical staff, so we're gonna throw the rule book out the window. Usually I get the champ the night off and not make no matches. So Seth, he made a match with Seth Rollins and LA Knight to be the main event last night. What happened was he banned Braun Breaker and he banned Bronson Reed um, from ringside. So I'm talking about the show Monday Night Raw. What happened to last night on Monday Night Raw? Um, so what happened was Seth Rollins and LA Knight had a match last night, and what happened was they got barred from ringside. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker got banned from ringside last night. And what happened was, before that, I had to back up. Um, Adam Pearce came out and said, Seth, usually we do the old fashioned way, having number one contenders match, blah, 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 but we're not doing it tonight. You're going to defend your WWE World Heavyweight Championship against LA Knight. And that's when he barred Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker from ringside during the match. Paul Heyman came out, and it was a good match. But it looked like LA Knight was going to win it, and what's his name? Seth Rollins pulled the mat off the floor like he was going to try to curb stomp LA Knight. But here comes CM Punk ruining the match. So here comes Braun Breaker and them running down the aisle. Braun Breaker spears CM Punk, and spear him, and then they threw him in the ring, and they speared not Roman Reigns. He showed up at the end, but Seth Rollins curb stomps CM Punk and LA Knight. But when they was leaving the ring, they was celebrating. They heard Roman Reigns music hit, and Roman Reigns came out and got involved. Roman Reigns got the upper hand over them, but they got the upper hand over Roman Reigns and took Roman Reigns' sneakers at the end. Okay, I gave you the good part and the meat of the potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna go back up a little further. Now y'all know what happened. Okay, we had before the main event, Becky Lynch came out bragging how she beat Lyra Valkyrian in their match. But Nikki Bella came out and said, this is not your, I came back to have the best matches with the best females in our division. And Becky was like, you don't tell me how to run um, my division now. So she sucker punched Nikki Bella in the neck. So I think it's going to end up with a feud between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. But I think this is going to be a setup to a match with them in the Clash in Paris. Okay. I'm gonna get to Rhea Ripley. Um, so after that, Natalya ran into Becky Lynch in the back and challenged her to a match next week and said, "What's wrong with you? Why would you do that, Becky?" And she said to Natalya, "No, the way that Maxine was looking at Becky Lynch, she was like, wow, you stand a hole right through me." And she threw Natalya's challenge. So she will face Maxine next week on Monday Night Raw. She's going to give Maxine a match next week on Monday Night Raw. So they had a backstage segment with Naomi, but they had two segments with Naomi backs that came out when she was talking to the crowd. You couldn't see that. Something happened wrong with the camera, so they shot it again with Brian Saxton backstage again. So they had to redo it backstage. And Naomi was talking how she got her victory over Rhea Ripley and Io. So Stephanie Valkyrie walked up and said, I don't care who wins the match next week between you, Naomi, and Io Sky. They supposed to meet next week for the WWE Women's Championship. Okay? Then that segment went off, and Sheamus and Rusev, who had a match, their third match earlier, it got the referee disqualified both of them. So Sami Zayn was doing this segment. Sammy got hit. Got hit. Now he won a match with Rusev next week on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be Rusev. But I think they should have, the next time they have a match with Rusev and Sheamus, it should be Falls Count Anywhere. I think that's going to be in Paris at the Clash, in the Clash in Paris. I think they setting up. They should have a bang of a match. Falls Count Anywhere in the bathroom, in the stall. Just let them fight all over the arena. Okay. Um. Okay. Just let them fight. So Rhea Ripley with Io Sky was backstage talking to her friends, the Kabuki Warriors, and they was like, "Do you need us to help you with Rhea and Naomi?" She was like, "No, I got this." So um, Rhea Ripley walked up and said, Um, I hope you beat Naomi next week so I can get a one on one with you, Io. So I can prove myself that she wants to beat Io. And Io grabbed both of her arms and said, Rhea, you will never beat me. So it went to the next segment. So Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss was going to the ring um, to make a challenge to anybody in the back. But Roxanne Perez and her tag team partner Raquel Gonzalez wanted a rematch. So Adam Pearce came out and made a rematch. He said, normally I don't do this because you know how he is. He always have a number one contenders match. Okay, if you beat the champions, you get a shot. But Alexa Bliss and Charlotte got the victory over them. Okay, um, so that's what happened. And Sheamus and Rusev continued to fight in the back, even when it was not on television. Okay, so fast forward back to Roman Reigns. He got Tsunami 3 times. He got his sneakers taken by Bronson Reed again. Everybody was screaming for Jey Uso to come out, but Jey Uso didn't come out. I'm thinking at the Clash in Paris, it might be a triple threat match between, since I found out that Gunther is hurt and he's with his nose injury is going to be out for a while, and definitely means out for a while. Okay. So I think at the Clash in Paris, it's going to be CM Punk, LA Knight versus who? Seth Rollins for the championship. But now, since Roman Reigns came out and wants to be involved, I think that it's going to be somewhere it's going to be a another match. I think it's going to be a four-way match, or if Triple H writes it right, it could be CM Punk, CM Punk, um, Roman Reigns, LA Knight versus if they don't want to put if they don't want to put Seth Rollins, they can put them in a 6-man tag team match. A match. They're gonna have Seth Rollins with his goons against Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns pushed his movie back because nobody was thinking that they was going to see Roman Reigns because he was supposed to be shooting a movie for Street Fighter. So I'm like, okay, he's gone. He's shooting a movie for Street Fighter. For the movie Street Fighter. Make a long story short, he got his sneakers taken, but that's okay. Um, so I'm thinking maybe Clash at the Castle, Roman Reigns, um, LA Knight, CM Punk, a six-man tag, but do it in a cage. That way, just to protect Seth Rollins for a while. But if they do a triple threat match, you know that Bronson Reed and Brian Breaker is going to get involved. So I think they just his heavies, they're going to get involved, and those two should be trying to get the men's tag team championship belts. Okay? They so busy worrying about what Seth doing. Try to get, if you're going to be in a faction, let them have all the gold. The men tag team champions, and the world tag team championship. Okay? And I think it's going to be Clash at the Clash. It's going this. I'm done with Raw, but I'm giving you the matches that I think is going to happen. I think at Clash at the Castle, we're going to have Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. And I think at the Clash at the Castle, we're going to have a triple threat match with Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, and Jade. That's how I will book it, okay? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. There was somebody calling me. Sorry, y'all. There was somebody calling me. One of my fans. Um, so I think it's gonna be um that's the matches that I see happening. And I think if Triple H wants to protect his champion, if he wants to, he might put Cody in a tag team match with Jey Uso again, or he might decide at Clash in Paris to have him go up against Drew McIntyre. Or he might decide to have a four-way, put him in a four-way with Drew McIntyre, um, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. Okay? That's all I had to say about that. I came on here to clarify some stuff, but give you a Monday Night Raw review. But I think that's what's going to be in August 31st in the Clash in Paris. That's what I think is going to be. That's August 31st. But since I got you guys here, August 12th on Fox. I'm gonna have to had to make a correction. August 12th on Fox, they will have a special on the real Hulk Hogan. You're gonna have some wrestlers, Ric Flair, and all of them speak about Hulk Hogan. Okay? Hey, how you doing? They're gonna speak about Hulk Hogan August 12th. Now this special is gonna be have they're going to have this special on Fox. But there's going to be a day after his birthday. Hulk Hogan would have been, what, 70, 72 years old. His birthday is would have been August the 11th. Okay? Um, because he was 1 year older than my dad. My dad was born 1953. No, my dad was born 1954, excuse me. Hulk Hogan was born 1953. But it will be a special about Hulk Hogan, the real Hulk Hogan. I don't know what they're going to show. Just watch it. I want to watch it. Um, he transcended wrestling. He made wrestling mainstream. A lot of people behind the scenes said the only reason why Hulk Hogan got involved back in politics, he didn't really care about politics. He just got involved in politics to boost his ego. That's what I heard from some of my sources. We talk about that another time, but I'm just going to stay on Clash of the Castle. I think AJ Styles is going to get another shot, and Dominic Mysterio. Um, I think that, and if it's not Nikki Bella, first I was thinking it was going to be Belly. But Belly's trying to do apologizing to who? La Carrier. For she could never get another shot at um at Becky Lynch as long as Becky Lynch holds that Intercontinental Championship. I think Lyra is going to try maybe go and try to see if she can go to maybe SmackDown to get away from Belly. Okay? She said, I don't want to even be around you, Belly. Belly was looking for her to try to apologize. No, how you gonna try to apologize I know with the chair around her neck, and she would have probably been injured. But you start fighting Becky Lynch, and then you jump up on the apron and make a mistake and hit me with a chain because Becky dipped, and I get hit with a chain, and I lose the opportunity of getting a championship opportunity because of what you did to me. But this is what I think. So that's why I did a raw review. I seen some of y'all watch my clip. Sorry I didn't have on because it was hot and I can't have my air conditioner on when I'm talking to you because it makes a lot of noise. Sorry I didn't have on the shirt. I was trying to get the content out. I don't have a personal cameraman. I'm my own cameraman. So that's what's going on. Now, I will be doing a NFL thing. What's the day? Tuesday. I will be doing the NFL thing for you guys. I am not good picking NFL teams' records. I'm going to read off the schedule, and y'all can come in here. You can put your comments down and tell me what your team record is going to be. I'm going to read you your team schedule. I'm going to pick one every week, every day. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to read you your team schedule. Okay? Okay? I'm going to read you. Okay? I'm going to read you your team schedule. You respectfully come in here and you tell me write it down the bottom, what you think your team schedule is going to be. I want you to have respect. I'm going to give you the Packers schedule. I know in 3 days, well, 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Today, and tomorrow. The Eagles have a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. I heard from a Cincinnati Bengals reporter that Cincinnati is going to play most of their starters in the first quarter. I'm trying to find out what's going on in AEW. AEW's tomorrow, Mercedes Moné will be there, and there's some other matches that will be taking place. The Young Bucks will be in action. Slammiversary will be the Dudley Boys and the Hardys. Who wants to see that? No, at Bound for Glory, one more time. I'm like, dude, like, y'all supposed to be teaching the young people in the business, not hogging the spotlight. They're gonna meet at Bound for Glory one last time. Okay? That's all I really have to say. Um, I put up a list of other promotions that you can watch because I go through here. I hear JD from New York talk about WWE. I hear the Tantalizing Tag Team talk about WWE. I hear all y'all guys talk about WWE. If you don't like what they're doing, it's other promotions that you can watch. ICW, Japan Pro Wrestling, it's other promotions that you can punch in your phone and Google and watch if you don't like what WWE is doing. Listen to this. Somebody always, always got something to say. No matter what they do. You know, some wrestling fans I hear on TikTok and all that, they're microwave wrestling fans. Microwave wrestling fans. Y'all want stuff like to be done like that. If you should think about how you in life. You're not gonna get everything you want in life. You're not. You're just not. Just enjoy it. Life is so short. Life is so short. Alright guys. But it's other promotions. Everybody be complaining about WWE. Some of y'all be like, they just microwave. And sometimes I catch myself doing that with football and basketball. Just enjoy it. These are human beings. Everybody's not going to get everything right all the time. Alright guys, that was just a thought of mine for today. But I hope you enjoyed my Monday night Raw yesterday review. I didn't get on yesterday because sometimes I just put shorts up and sometimes when I get on, y'all be like, y'all don't read the title and say, what are you talking about? Y'all ask me, what are you talking about? If you come into my broadcast, it tells you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'm out. I love you. Bye for now.